everyone. Welcome to the next session of Strength of Materials. In this session, we are discussing about few more numericals on the topic of torsion. Let's start. A shaft is rotating at 150 rpm. So the speed is given as 150 and transmits a power of, so the value of P is given as 300 kilowatt, that is 10 raised to 3 watt. The diameter of the shaft is 100 mm. So D is given to me. Maximum torque T max is 25% more than the mean torque. So it will be T mean plus 25 by 100 of T mean. So that makes it to 1.25 times of T mean. Now where do you get this value of T mean from? The formula of power. I had told you when we were discussing about the formulas that power is 2 pi nt upon 60, wherein that T is T mean. What is the magnitude of torsional shear stress? So I need to calculate the value of tau and twist theta. The length of the shaft is 1.5 meter. So L is given as 1.5 meter, which is 1500 mm. And the value of G is given as 85 gigapascal, that is 0.85 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. To find tau max and theta. Now, for solving this, we can start with the formula of power. P is equal to 2 pi n T upon 60. The value of P is given as 300 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to 2 pi n is 150 into T upon 60. When I solve this, I get the value of T, which is T mean, as 19.098 into 10 raised to 3 Newton meter, which will be 19.098 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. Now this is T mean. When I solve, if you recollect, the formula is T by J upon tau by R. Say if I talk about the strength criteria. In this formula, when I say my tau is tau max, obviously T is also T max. So this is the place where I am going to substitute my T as T max. So let's get back to the formula. Here T max is 1.25 times T mean, and T mean is something that I have already calculated. So T max will be 1.5 into this value, which will be 23.873 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. Now in this formula, if I substitute the value of T, R will be D by 2, D is already known as 100. J can be calculated very simply as pi by 32, D raised to 4. So it is pi by 32, 100 raised to 4. When I substitute, this T is T max. I want to find the value of tau max. R will be 100 by 2. When you solve this, you will get tau max as 121.59 Newton per mm square. Now, next I am going to use the rigidity criteria to calculate the value of theta. I know T by J is equal to G theta by L. Substitute T as T max, I get 23.873 into 10 raised to 6. J is pi by 32, 100 raised to 4. G is 0.85 into 10 raised to 5. Theta is something I don't know. And L is given as 1500. On solving, we'll get theta as 0.043 radians. When I convert this into degree by multiplying with 180 by pi, I get the value as 2.464 degree. This answer is also correct. You may leave the answer in radian also. That's your choice. Let's go to the next numerical. A hollow shaft, 120 mm external diameter and 100 mm internal diameter. So I'll write down, it's a hollow shaft whose external DO is 120 mm and DI is 100 mm. Is running at 200 rpm. So speed is given as 200 rpm. The maximum torque is T max is 20% more than the mean torque. So it is already T mean plus 20% more than it. So this will make it to 1.2 times T mean. The permissible shear stress tau max is given as 90 Newton per mm square and the twist theta is 1 degree, that is pi by 180 radians, and the length is given as 3 meter, which means it is 3000 mm. Calculate the power transmitted. I have to calculate the value of P. The value of G is given as 84 gigapascal, which means it is 0.84 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. To find P. Now I know the formula of P is 2 pi nt upon 60. P is unknown and so is T mean. So I'll have to first find out this T mean, and before that I'll have to calculate the value of T max. So let's use both the criteria to find out the value of T max. First, let's use strength criteria. It is T upon J, let's write it as T max, is equal to tau max upon R. T max unknown. J has this formula. The value of tau max is given as 90. So I can substitute, and R will be dO by 2. So let's substitute now. T max upon pi by 32, 120 raised to 4 minus 100 raised to 4 is equal to 90 upon 120 by 2. When I solve this, I get T max as 13.175 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. Next, let's solve using the rigidity criteria. Formula is T by J is equal to G theta by L. T is T max. So I want to calculate T max upon pi by 32, 120 raised to 4 minus 100 raised to 4 is equal to 0.84 into 10 raised to 5 into the value of theta is L is 3000. When I solve this, I get the value of T max as 5.149 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. We have already discussed that the torque value that should be chosen has to be the smaller of the two. So if you observe, the value of T which is smaller is this 5.149. So I'll write down choosing smaller value for torque Tmax is equal to 5.149 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. Now Tmax is known, so I can calculate T mean, which will be Tmax upon 1.2. The value will be 4.291 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm, which will be 4.291 into 10 raised to 3 Newton meter. So let's talk about P, which is 2 pi n T mean upon 60. That is 2 pi n is 200, 4.291 into 10 raised to 3 upon 60. This makes it to 89.88 kilowatt. Let's take up another one. A hollow steel shaft, 150 mm internal diameter. So I have a hollow shaft whose internal diameter is 150 mm and 300 mm external diameter. So DO is 300 mm. Is to be replaced by a solid shaft if the polar modulus has the same value for both. So the value of Z is same for both the material. Calculate the diameter of solid shaft and ratio of torsional rigidities. G for hollow shaft is 2 times the G for solid shaft. So I need to find the diameter D S, that is dia of solid shaft, and torsional rigidity. If you recollect the formula for torsional rigidity, it is T by theta for hollow shaft divided by T by theta for solid shaft. So you can use either way. The ratio can be hollow to solid or solid to hollow. That's your choice. Now it is given that the Z value, that is polar modulus, for the both the shafts is equal. So it is ZH is equal to Z of solid. And we know the formula of Z is J by R. So J by R for hollow will be equal to J by R for solid shaft. So let's substitute for these two and see what do I get the diameter of the solid shaft as. So let's use this as given. Therefore, we are talking about hollow, so it will be pi by 32 d outer raised to 4 minus d inner raised to 4 upon r is do by 2 is equal to pi by 32 d raised to 4 upon d by 2. Let's substitute. Therefore, okay, pi by 32 will get cancelled on both the sides and by 2 will also get cancelled on both the sides. So I will be left with do, that is 300 raised to 4 minus 150 raised to 4 upon this value of do, d raised to 3. Therefore, diameter will be 293.613 mm for the solid shaft. If you want, you can write this as ds, as I have already written in the question. ds. So this is my first answer. Now when I talk about the second one, that is T by theta for hollow upon T by theta for solid, that is torsional rigidity, will be Gj by L for hollow upon Gj by L for solid shaft. Now when I have to calculate this ratio, you can see the value of GH is twice GS. So I can write here, okay, the length is going to be same for both. As it is not mentioned, I'm going to consider them as equal. So here the terms that remain is GH JH upon GS JS. Considering the length is equal. So I have GH. GH is given as twice GS. So I'll substitute twice GS into JH is pi by 32, 300 raised to 4 minus 150 raised to 4. This is GS into pi by 32 and the diameter is 293.613 raised to 4. This GS term gets cancelled. Pi by 32 also gets cancelled. When you solve this, you'll get the answer as 2.044. So with this we end the session. I hope you have understood the numericals. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. See you in the next session with some more numericals on the same topic. Thank you.